All right, excellent. Well, it looks like that was all borked as well. So I was going through everything and the audio died. This is excellent. I love doing this on other people's streams. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm going to come back over to me just for a second. Thanks so much for being here and putting up with my nonsense. I'm Jinxie Cat. Once again, Chili Mountain versus Team Exodia here. We're just waiting on the readies from the teams, and then we'll hop into game number 1 of our best of 5 series. So as you guys saw on that map screen, Team Exodia opted to ban Dragonshire and Team of the Spider Queen. Team Chili Mountain decided to go for Alterac Pass and Brax's Holdout. They're going to go ahead and hop into game number 1 here. Infernal Shrines. Chili Mountain took first pick, so map pick went over to Team Exodia, and they opted to go for Infernal Shrines, as you can see here. Have all the teams getting in. They just needed a minute, but it looks like we are good to go now. All right. Thanks for your patience, guys. Are you excited? I'm excited. This is so awesome. You know, like, I have the whole 10 minutes to make sure that everything is good, and then it looks good, and it dies, and if something doesn't look good, like, you know, nobody lets me know, so always super fun. Yep, and there it is. The pings always come out after the issue was fixed, which is super solid. But we're here for the games. We're going to just jump right into it with the support bands that we typically see. Ana banned away. Deckard Cain banned away. Deckard was recently nerfed, actually, so the Rui isn't as impactful as it was before. You know, still super solid. It's on a 20-second cooldown now, so that means it's not every single cube. You have to kind of pick when Ruby is important and when you just want to throw out the cube. But that also means that the other gems have gotten buffed. So now if we want to throw out a Sapphire and Emerald, we can definitely do that. Moving on, Diablo is going to be taken out here by Team Chili Mountain. Really solid tank. He's like top 2 tanks right now. Him and ETC are just like Diablo has taken the place of what Johanna used to be, where if you don't take it, then you ban it, and vice versa with ETC. So we'll have to see if ETC is picked up here. The Sylvanas actually going to be banned away. Sylvanas, of course, very difficult to deal with the Punisher, when she can just turn off your towers, and then you're stuck dealing with the Punisher with nothing to defend, and everybody can dive past. First picks coming out here. What can we see? Of course, the ETC, but it's actually going to be the Junkrat. Now, a lot of folks down in mine division, down in the silver and gold mines, have been kind of on the fence about Junkrat, but everybody at the top tier of play says that he's super busted, and being first pick, we're going to see it. Of course, as such, we are going to see Cookie Man and Red Robot take that Garrosh and Chromium. Both very strong heroes right now. Garrosh, great into Diablo, not that it matters. He's banned away. Great into ETC too as well. Go team, Suzuki. Yeah, we're here just to see some good Heroes of the Storm action. Chromie nerfed in this last patch, but still absolutely devastating. We're going to see the Mei and the Lucio come out here. So actually nothing from ETC. Most likely won't see him unless we're going to see like a super spicy like ETC offlane. There's the Chad Garrosh offlane that like Bam Bam used to play. Not sure if it's necessarily meta now, but you know, there's still a chance. That's right. You guys get your stonks in. I've got money on some of these teams, so I hope I hope one of them does particularly well, so my stonks will go up and I can take it out on Dax next Tuesday. We're going to see that Karazim ban away, which really enables a dive comp, and Karazim's probably one of the only supports where you're just like, why is this guy killing me? Please stop. He's diving in past the assassins. Deathwing going to be taken out here as well. Looks like Chili Mountain isn't trying to do anything that deals % damage or deals with Deathwing particularly well at all. So get him out of here. What can we expect to see? Looking at maybe something like, they still need damage here. Damage in an off lane. Sonya's a very good off lane, very high priority right now. Imperius was recently nerfed, but from the games that I've played, I think he's still pretty solid. We're going to see the Tychus come out here and the Malfurion. Solid pickups. Lots of explosive damage here from the side of Team Exodia. And now, again, you know, Sonya, Leoric, like any solo lane does well here. Yrel, who was also nerfed recently, would be a solid pickup. We'll have to see as the timer ticks down to 3. It's going to be Greymane, and of course, there's that Yrel in the best skin. You always love to see it. Always go Gundam Girl Yrel. And the solo lane for Team Exodia, who does Nasmus feel they can duel Yrel into? They're going to pick the Blaze. Very good wave clear. Makes a lot of sense to see him come out here. See if we get any swaps before we go in. Looking at these team comps, I always like to decide like who I think won in draft and then, you know, usually get it wrong. And then ask you guys, like, who do you think won in draft? So, looking at these, I'm going to have to give it to Chili Mountain. I think I really like their comp. I think it is super spooky to fight into. And it's going to be really tough for the back line of the members of Team Exodia to get on the back line of Chili Mountain. Mainly because their entire backline is going to be like in your backline. Oh no, that's my alert. Thank you whoever followed my channel. Twitch.tv/JinxieCat. But that's not what we're here. We're here for the good Heroes of the Storm content. I turned off those alerts, so sorry NGS. Thought that they were going to be quiet tonight, but they're out in full force. You love to see it. But yeah, looking at this, the dive from Team Chili Mountain is super strong, so that is going to be my vote. Let's go ahead and get into it here as over on the right-hand side, we have Team Exodia with Cookie Man on that Chromie. Hots is going to be your Malfurion, Red Robot on the Garrosh, Nasmus on that Blaze, and last but not least, we got E-Kevin on that Tychus. Over here on the left-hand side, we have Chili Mountain with Zenaris on that Lucio. Mason Blaze is going to be your realm. We're going to have Roger on the Greymane. Infrared is your Junkrat, and Tremor rocking that May. Hop here to the middle lane where all the poke damage is going to come out and fly. Let's take a look at some of these level 1 talents. Dauntless still coming out for Yrel, despite the fact that still pretty OP. And Garrosh immediately is going to be blown to bits there. Medallion came out from Yrel, as you saw, which, friendly reminder, that's in the game. So if you see a cleanse and wonder where it came from, it's going to be from those medallions the teams have been working on in-houses the last couple of weeks. Now that the minions are all clear, we're going to see folks heading down to the bottom. And as I was saying, Dauntless picked up despite the recent nerfs. It's only 5 armor, but the 5 armor sometimes can be life or death. As we see, Cookie Man here is going to get booped away. They pop that Unstoppable, but it's actually the damage of the bomb that ends up taking Cookie Man out. And a really solid showing here from Chili Mountain early on. 6 stacks already on that deep breathing, though. The bigger it gets, the more damage Chromie is going to pump out. As the game goes on later, we might not be seeing these quick, easy picks from the side of Chili Mountain. Maybe the other one around. Chromie also getting their level 4 talent, 2 talents early, of course, is going for those time troubles, which is the plus and minus 2 armor, depending on if you trap an ally or an enemy hero. Looking at anything else, camps are picked up. We've got that heat transfer, which seems to be the standard for May. Always kind of difficult with May. She's got so many builds right now to see which one they're going to go. But heat transfer is the most common there. Looking else, Warbreaker for Garrosh got a solid stack on there already. Looks like we might be dropping a couple of frames, so if we are, I sincerely apologize. It's not camp time yet. Not time for objectives yet. So teams are just trying to soak right now, trying to get stacks on their quest. The first couple of minutes of game, it's so important to get soaked. So, you know, they're not like us down in the in the lower tiers who are able to let a wave or two slide, unless like you know, for a juicy kill. We're actually gonna see a juicy kill up here in the top lane. Blaze is gonna go down to Roger there. Sorry for the T-tours, everyone. Cleared out here in the middle lane by Tremor. Again, everyone really just doing their own thing. Level 4 online for both folks. Camps are going to be started by both teams. Take a look even more at some of these talents. We're going to see that Eyes in the Dark coming out for Greyman, giving them the stealth to disengage. Other things include, of course, those vengeful roots for Malfurion, getting the Trent, increasing his basic damage, because I've seen a couple of broccoli kills. Sometimes that extra damage is just what you need to try and, you know, get those kills. Cookie Man maybe in a little bit of trouble here. They get stunned. They don't get stunned by the maze. They're able to back away behind their tower and actually get a little bit of damage onto Infrared there. Early start coming out for members of Chili Mountain. Tremor getting thrown by Garrosh with that unrivaled strength. Teams are looking to just grab these objectives right now. Chili Mountain with an early lead, 17 to 10. Here comes Team Exodia. The Chattering Teeth chasing away, making sure that Team Exodia stays real far back. Tremor looking quite low, may have to head back and tap. So far, it's just posturing from Team Exodia, but Red Robot looking to step up. A really fantastic stun by Blaze. Throw coming out onto Lucio. Gets caught by those vengeful roots. Stop coming out perfectly. Gives Garrosh a bunch of extra armor. Is Red Robot going to be able to get away? They're not, and that's going to be first kill of the game going, or excuse me, of the fight going over to Chili Mountain. Nice job there by the Urel over by Mason Blaze. Red team actually, however, is the one that picks up the Punisher, and despite the fight going so well, it is going to be the Frozen, which is the strongest Punisher right now. They do turn off the towers. Trevor gonna go down to Chromie and the combined strength of John Cena. Roger is throwing out damage though. It's only got about 50% health. We'll see if those roots are going to do anything about maybe turning off this tower and finishing the early 4. And losing a 4 to 4 minutes feels rough. Medallion coming out from Infrared. Won't have that for another 5 minutes, and it looks like this first sport is going to go over to the members of Team Exodia. Punisher, 5% health, but it is enough. There's really nothing else that Exodia is going to be able to get with that Punisher. They're going to step back and start heading for this highly contested bottom camp. Groot is best level 4. I agree. Early 4, it's not the worst thing in the world. Chili Mountain can definitely bounce back from this. They may look to take their camp here, as it looks like Team Exodia has already started on theirs. However, camp clear, not exactly their strong suit, so the triple threat here is going to take a little bit of extra time to finally get that. Junkrat gonna clear the bottom, making sure these Impalers don't get onto the keep at all. And it looks like the fastest camp clear in the west is going to try and take the camp of Chili Mountain as well, and succeed in doing that. The bounce from Junkrat getting Garrosh and the Impaler over. Unstoppable comes out for Garrosh. Is he going to be able to get away? Mason Blaze comes and finishes off that kill. Red Robot having a heck of a time this game. Just getting absolutely dunked on by the Junkrat. Concussion mines there. And really well played by Infrared. Can I just say, Nasmus better be careful. They're very far out. Ice Wall coming out here. Level 10 is online for both teams. Blaze dropping the bunker, trying to survive a little bit extra longer, able to get out from some of that burst. Riptire is coming out on Nasmus. Is he going to be able to get away? He's stuck in the middle. Hot's giving everything he can, but that is going to be Blaze going down. 3 ultimates used there to get the kill onto Blaze. Not going to be up for a couple more seconds. Up here in the top lane, I always like to point out our solo laners, since they're the most cool and attractive people, except for at Storm League level, we do get to see our solo laners a little bit more than we do in some of the others, but they give up screen time so we can get XP. So always big shout out to the solo lane players. Objectives should spawn here in a minute. We can see the dangerous ping coming out from Red Robot. They know teams are skirmishing around that middle point. Do not want to get caught out. Vision is the name of the game and so important at this level of play. Tremor slides in, tries to grab Garrosh. Out comes that cursed bullet, but easily enough, able to get away. Having that extra armor Feels pretty nice for Garage, able to, you know, take a couple of hits, shirk them off, get ready, head over to the Bruiser camp. No Bruiser started quite yet by Chili Mountain. They're maybe looking to find a pick. Blaze down here in the bottom, just trying to proxy those waves a little bit, get it pushing. And now the Bruiser camp is picked up by Team Chili Mountain. Maybe a potential invade. Kevin coming in hot. Tremor finally going to zone. Is surrounded by 3 immediately. The team backing off. They're just going to give it. They know they don't have the right positioning to fight that camp. So just going to clear it. A little bit unfortunate, but still no value given out. Just a slower rotation from Chili Mountain, who are going to kill that summoner and then head on their way, letting the towers finish off dogs. Objective has been started. A nice, easy... I was going to say a nice, easy early start for Team Exodia, but Garage getting caught once again is going to fall down. Tries to get the throwaway away, but is not going to be enough. You can't yeet yourself, and as such, he pays the price. Now, Chili Mountain able to catch up here. Blaze hasn't left the wave at all. He's finally going to decide to rotate up, but it's still a 3v5 up here for Team Exodia. Relatively close in minions here. We are going to see that Root come out onto Zenaris. Riptire is coming out, trying to get some extra damage. Chromie in that time out. Riptire going to back away. They're looking at Malfurion. He's very, very low. Great Roots prevents him from dying. Roger tries to get on top of him, but unfortunately is stuck in place. And now Tremor having to pop that medallion, having to use the icing, having to use the sound barrier. Malfurion finally stays a little bit too long as Urel jumps in, kills him, but May also paying the price with her life. Incorrect getting caught by Red Robot, who is alive. Taunt coming out, and that is going to be two for two. Garage did come back in for this fight. Maybe 3. Kevin able to get away, no problem. 2 for the Punisher. 2 for 2 on the Punisher. Not a bad trade by Team Chili Mountain there. However, Punisher not going to get nearly as much value, not having those early kills like Exodia did. As such, not even going to get the towers. Might get one, maybe. The Sentinel laser. Ooh, that feels bad. It's going to come around again. No, the tower still stands. It's got 18 health, but he stands. And I'm going to have the tower stuck down here in the bottom. 18 health. The tower lives. Excuse me for a second while I reset the vision. There we go. Alrighty. Zoom it back in. You know, give everybody in the chat motion sickness. Down here in the bottom lane, we are level 13. Fantastic Ice Wall rooting at 2 members there. Out comes the Blizzard. The Malfurion is going to get stunned, thrown into oblivion by the concussion mine, does go down, and that is going to be Bunker coming out. Urel dropping that early Ardent Defender, making them take no damage at all. Mason Blaze jumping on the point. They want this camp. Non-stop fighting coming out from these teams, and despite the best efforts of Exodia losing their support, they can't stay for much longer, and that is going to be the camp going over to the members of Chili Mountain. Not even looking to push with it either. Just wanted to make sure they could deny it from Exodia there. They know their camp clear isn't the strongest. They're going to have a little bit of a harder time. Blaze is here, so forget everything that I just said. Blaze is still super OP at clearing camps. Is going to be able to do just that. Here in the middle lane, again, Soap is the name of the game. Both teams trying not to let a single minion globe get away. We can see May dodging, finally picks up that globe before heading out. Up in the top lane, trying to get Mason Blaze the advantage by really pushing in this top. They managed to finally grab those both forts, so our 18 health fort dies. Chromie in some big trouble. Out comes the cursed bullet, but the timeout is going to only buy time for the inevitable Ice Wall, preventing Malfurion from being able to do any healing at all, really. And now, as quick as they come, Chili Mountain leaves. They have 16. They had the advantage, took it, and now are ready to continue on doing some other stuff. Let's take a look here, as we haven't really had a chance to talk much about the talents. And now that we've got a lull, one thing I'd like to point out, Draken Laser Drill. We're not going to see the Odin from Tychus. Maybe drop that in the back, prevent Urel from killing the team too much. Always great against Dive because they have to kind of reset. We saw the Twilight Dream in that last fight. It got off right as the Ice Wall came down, unfortunately hitting nobody there. We'll be down in 50 seconds. Taunt coming out onto Mason Blaze. The Sound Barrier is going to save Tremor's life. Able to get the icing skate away. Mason Blaze using that level 7 hammer to speed out of the tower, not take too much damage. And now with the objective starting in 10 seconds, both teams racing to try and get the best position for it. These ice walls have been absolutely insane. I agree. Really well done by Tremor. Our level 16 for both teams, so now time is a fair fight. Ice wall will be back up. The beat is going to be down for another 45 seconds. That might be when Chili Mountain is looking to re-engage here. Mason Blaze has the hammer. They're looking for the swing. The ice wall is good. Draken Laser Drill comes out. Blizzard is dropped. Medallion used by Garrosh. Or excuse me, that was Indomitable, not Medallion. Nasmus coming in, looking for the rest of the members. Mason Blaze with a 5-man stun. Red Robot is stuck in the wall. They're trying to get away. They finally will. Ardent Defender back up, coming out again. Red Robot does go down. They're trying so much to get away with the lockdown from Chili Mountain is incredible. This objective will go over to them. I'm so very excited. I'm losing my words. Now, Tremor chasing Exodia all the way to the camp. They don't want them to get anything extra. When Tremor just sitting there, they're going to have to let the camp leash. Feels bad. They wasted the mana, used the resources, and now... Oh, Kevin! Better be careful. Xenaris is on him. Up in the top lane, Mason Blaze trying to get the best damage they can onto that top. In the middle, John Cena is the Mortar Punisher. Typically the weakest of the three, the second being, of course, that Arcane Punisher we saw earlier. Gonna grab this for not much else that Chili Mountain can do. They don't want to take too much time in this lane. They know they can't push super far and worry about maybe overextending, so they're just gonna take this Punisher, grab the fort, grab the bottom fort as well, and try and open up the map against Team Exodia. Level 19 to 17 right now. Exodia a little bit behind, but still definitely in the game. We'll take a look at some more of these talents. May opting for that Black Ice at level 16, 300% extra damage for close members, which feels kind of rough if you're somebody like Blaze or Garrosh or even Tychus, who has a very short range. Camps are being picked up at this time. Just a very deadly talent from Tremor there. Looking at the side of Team Exodia, we do have the Seasoned Soldier coming out for Garrosh, the new favorite, as the meta has kind of changed a little bit, giving you that extra stab of the W and then the extra 5% max health. It's really great for making Garrosh stay alive. He's deceptively tanky when you have the Seasoned Soldier, because the lower your health is, the more health you get back with the 2 stacks. He doesn't have the cooldown on the autos, so he will just have the 2 stacks on, I believe it's 12 seconds. They've almost finished that Warbreaker as well, so they will finally get the CDR on that. Blaze in the top lane is just, or excuse me, bottom lane, just absolutely pushing it. Finally, Infrared going to come down and deal with it, but the front wall has been gone. Trying to get level 20 and a really solid play by Nasmus. Infrared drops the concussion mine, says don't let the door hit you on the way out, but that is going to be the whole bottom wall going down. Meanwhile, up in the top, Chili Mountain was able to grab the Bruiser. Not going to get a ton of value. Makes its way all the way to the keep wall before finally going down. Nurel looking for position anywhere, trying to find vision down in the bottom lane. We're going to see Lucio hop onto this fountain. Want to make sure that there is nothing for Exodia to have an advantage for this next objective. Just trying to clear everything out, looking for somebody to rotate unsafely. Nobody is showing on the map. Urel was thinking about the hammer, decides against it, is going to just try and get set up for the objective. They have level 20 now. They know that Exodia doesn't want to fight. Exodia, knowing that nobody is showing on the map, is just hanging out in base until they can hit that 20. Trying to get the soak, which luckily for them is pushing in towards the members of their team, so it makes it a little bit easier for them to find that 20. Finally hit. So take a look at some of these. Of course, we have that Shatter giving the negative 25 armor coming out. Tremor trying to harass everybody on the side of team Exodia. And that's one of the really nice things about Mei, despite being a range tank, is going to get thrown, going to immediately drop through Ice Wall, which will hit nobody, gets taunted. That is going to free Tremor finally going down. They usually Cryo Freeze, but not enough. Silences all around for Team Chili Mountain. They've already lost one, their main tank, their biggest engage, who did use their ultimate in that fight, so they may just have to concede this. That's exactly what they're going to do. Gonna head somewhere else. Meanwhile, Exodia finally looking to get back in this game. Gonna grab, again, the Frozen Punisher. Very strong. Chili Mountain just trying to look for anybody straggling along. If somebody wants to pick up the camp, may look for a bad time. 33 skeletal defenders on the point being taken. Tyga's down here in the bottom, waiting to take that bottom camp. It's going to push with the Punisher, and this keep will most likely be going down. It's going to be a rough defense here in the bottom lane for Chili Mountain. If not played correctly, this could even be the end of the game. 2 camps plus the Frozen Punisher on this keep. Everyone say goodbye. Goodbye, keep. It was nice knowing you. You did a good thing. You stood very well. Urel using that Seraphim's Embrace to soak the John Cena. We are going to see this keep, of course, just absolutely explode. Team trying to bait it over to the middle keep here, getting some extra pressure onto it, but John isn't falling for it this time. He's only got health, half health. Ice Wall coming out, not connecting onto anybody quite yet. Out comes the Riptire. Gets a little bit of damage on the shield of the court, not looking well, but neither is John Cena's health. He is going to go down. 87% on the core. Will Exodia try and stick around? They're going to look for the fight here. There is no keep, but this is still Chili Mountain's territory. Both teams taking a couple of casualties, or a couple of wounds there. No casualties yet. Urel looking for the back line, unable to find it. Chromie having to be saved by that into the fray. Will be down for the next team fight. Fantastic route coming out by Hots there, able to prevent Urel from jumping in on top of them. Really well counterplayed by them. Here in the middle lane, Urel still looking for Team Exodia, but they're just not going to give them the fight that they want. They know they want the fight underneath the tower. It'll die soon enough. Next wave of minions should finish it off. And now, what looked like Chili Mountain's solid game is starting to fall into the hands of Exodia. Though, Punisher will be up soon. Camps ready to be taken. Lanes being soaked. Still anyone's game. Looks like the Bruisers are going to be picked up here by Exodia, and we'll take a look at some of these level 20s, even though it's level 21 and 22. Haven't necessarily had a chance to talk about them. Of course, we've got that Seraphim from Urel, the Hunter's Blunderbuss from Greymane, not Rhaegar, wrong doggo person. Nothing quite out of the ordinary here, except for the Death Wish from Garrosh. Resets the taunt cooldown if you're able to get a kill within a certain amount of time. Up in the top lane, we could be seeing a skirmish breaking out. Sound barrier already dropped. Urel coming in. Red Robber taking a little bit of damage. He's going to get knocked back by that bigger Riptire, that extra oomph, giving the cooldown reduction. We can see that Junkrat already has it. If they want to, they can send us on another ride. Might be, no, but they're not gonna fight. I was wondering if we were gonna see the gentlemen start your engines, which is almost troll. If you can hit at least 3 people with the Riptire every single time, you can just spam it. Up in the top lane, it looks like we are going to see Team Exodia. I keep wanting to call them another team, and that's not quite right. They are gonna grab this top camp. In the meantime, Chili Mountain opting to grab that bottom siege camp instead. Punisher is spawning. It is, we don't know what it is yet. That's the standard icon. I thought maybe it was going to be a mortar, but perhaps arcane. I believe they stay in the same order. So if they do, this is going to be an arcane Punisher. Or it looks like there might be some big plays coming out, so I'm going to make the map a little bit bigger. We're going to see both teams get into position here. Alter already started. Tremor getting thrown, getting taunted. Out comes the beat already, having to use that ice wall. Hits nobody. Also using that cryo freeze. Tremor only 600 health. Naz misses in. Riptide comes out. That is going to be hot going down on the Malfurion. Nazmus trying to get away, gets the stun onto Mason Blaze, but Mason Blaze is just in there. Use the Seraphim to escape. Garage pushed into the enemy team. That's not where you want to be. Red Robot being eaten alive by Roger. E. Kevin, though, dealing out a nasty amount of damage. Mason Blaze jumping in, has to use the Seraphim once again. It's on a 10-second cooldown. They have 150 health left. Just gonna nope out of there. They say, you know what, I'm good. I think I even saw the Hand of Freedom come out to give the extra movement speed as my mouse tries to send us some less interesting points of the game. Punisher is going to come out here in the middle lane. It's going to be Martyr, so I was wrong. They don't spawn in the same order every single time. Malfurion and Garage, two of the most important parts of Team Exodia, are going to be down for at least another 8 seconds, 20 seconds on Garage. Keep should be a pretty dead keep. Urel jumping on top of Nazmus, having to drop the bunker. Out comes the Riptire. Blaze gets back in, but Infrared says, that's okay, I'll wait. Chases Blaze away. Keep does go down, and now the core is the main focus of Chili Mountain. Out comes the Lucio sound barrier. The core is falling fast, 69%. May is going to go down. Is it going to be enough? If Chili Mountain loses here, this is going to be the game. They're 24%. That's everybody but Junkrat. Junkrat and Lucio. That is going to be game number 1, going over to Chili Mountain. And back and forth turnip events. Chili Mountain takes game number 1. All right, let's take a look at this score screen here, which finally decided to work for me. So here is the summary. You guys can take a look here. A little bit better of a team fight, it looks like, from Chili Mountain, as we can see these 14 kills to 7. Really well played by Mason Blaze. Able to, at one point, get a 4-man stun with that hammer. Lucio never ever dying, but of course Xenar is pretty gosh darn good Lucio, so makes sense there. Able to dish out 113k healing as well compared to Malfurion's 80k. However, they did die 3 times, so when you're down for a little bit, you tend to get less numbers out. Anything else? Pretty close in damage. E. Kevin actually with that percent damage, shooting a full head and shoulders above the members of Chili Mountain. 63k there. Unfortunately, not enough to seal the deal. Take a look at these talents once again. So if any of you would like to take a look at them, add them to your games, maybe ponder why these talents were taken, what the ups and downs of them were. Again, interesting mentions, the Death Wish from Garas. They were getting some pretty good kills off of the taunt. Just in the end, Daenerys was ready, hadn't used that sound barrier yet, so when Tremor was thrown in, able to sound barrier away and save the day. A couple of really solid fortified bunkers come out. We saw at one point the teams were able to use that fortified bunker to shoot down that Riptire, so really nicely done by them. You see there are a lot of Chili Mountain fans in chat tonight. All right. Gonna bring it back over to me while I update maps, because it looks like the second map has been chosen and we are all ready to go. So let me update. This was won by Blue. Map number 2. Where most series come to end, we're gonna go to Towers of Doom, waiting for the other team to get in here so I can see who updated or who picked it, and give you folks. Oh, it looks like Team 2 is going to be first draft, so that means by process of elimination. Thank you for following again. Sorry, NGS. I've been trying to turn off the alerts, but even if you mute them, even if you hide them on OBS, still sometimes manage to make their way through. So let us head over to our map screen where I can update you wonderful folks on what happened. If you're just joining us for the first time, or you had to deal with my silence in the first couple seconds of the game, and we're unable to see what happened. Don't worry, I've got you. Bans are Chili Mountain taking out Alterac Pass and Braxis Holdout. Team Exodia opting to get rid of that. Dragonshire and Tomb of the Spider Queen. First pick went over to Team Chili Mountain, game number 1. So that means Exodia took us to Infernal Shrines, which was then won by Chili Mountain. Now we have a little bit of the reverse, as Towers of Doom was picked by Chili Mountain. And we're just waiting to see who finishes off this one. Gonna be a best of 5 once again, folks. We'll see if this is gonna be the quick 3-0 stomp or if there is more coming out from Team Exodia. Do we have a series on our hands? I'm going to let them know that I am ready, and then without further ado, we should be able to hop into game number 2. Looks like everybody's in the lobby. So many little chilly faces. Eric with not a C, that's a fantastic name. Very good Twitch name. Lots and lots of cheers. Anybody here for Team Exodia tonight? You all are awfully quiet. See if we have any Exodia fans in chat.
Towers.
All right, you heard it. Game number 2, draft getting started. Towers of Doom. How does this differ? Well, actually, it's quite similar to Infernal Shrines, actually. Camps are super important, which means wave clear is going to be key for the teams. We'll see if any of those picks from last game are able to come through here. Personally, I think... yeah, I was going to say, yeah, get rid of the Junkrat. The rip tires were so very good. The boops were insane. I also think your rel needs to be taken away. Chromie, that's fair. It did a lot of damage. Even better on this map because there are so many places to hide and poke. And then it's got that infinite auto attack range, it seems like. So, makes sense to get rid of her. Iona fan. Looking for group Exodia? Aww. Well, thanks for having me, you guys. I'm Jinxie Cat once again. We're going to see the Ana ban taken away here. Nobody wants those mages buffed, and the sleeps just feel awful, too. If you guys like what you see, give a shout to NGS. Check out their Patreon. I forgot to play my promo. Maybe I'll play it if we have a little bit of an intermission in between the game. But seriously, guys, NGS is the reason this is all happening. And it's organizations like this who didn't give up when Blizzard forsaked us. So if you like NGS, you like Storm Division, you want to help out, you can either ! Match Reno to contribute to the prize pool, or you can ! Patreon to contribute to NGS. They do a really solid job of putting on tournaments like this twice a year. Really, really fun. That being said, we're going to see the Samro ban come out. Kind of like the Vikings, but they hurt a lot more, a lot earlier. So, of course, we want to get rid of that. And as a result, Nasmus is going to pick up the Abathur. So, we see another solo lane for Team Exodia. This time we're seeing a little bit of a reverse here with Tremor taking the Garrosh away and Roger once again on that stylist Greymane. They play it so very well. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. All right, who are we going to see? Exodia. I didn't update the scores. That's my bad. We're going to see Johanna Tychus once again. Kevin confident in the Tychus. It did a lot last game. See if it can't do more this game. Having that Garrosh can be kind of rough into the Tychus because the percent damage doesn't give a flip about your armor. If 2% of your health is 200%, then that's exactly what's going to be taken. Or 200 points, excuse me. So the armor doesn't do anything against Tychus. We'll have a little bit of a harder time into Kevin this time round. You meant let's go, Exodia. My bad. Glad to see we have some Exodia fans in chat too. I always like when the fans come out. Like, honestly, that's my favorite part of casting, is seeing everybody. And no one's ever been rude that I've seen. Like, everyone just, like, politely cheers for their own team. It's kind of like golf clapping. And I always really enjoy that. Once again, we're going to see the Kerosene Band away, and this time Blaze is going to be taken out. Sounds like Hots is a pretty solid Kerosene, and nobody wants to deal with that, so they're just going to go ahead, say, get him out of here. Could potentially be another solo lane coming out here for Chile Mountain. The Urel, once again, just a fabulous job, and if she was nerfed, nobody noticed. We're going to see the Rainer come out for Infrared this time, and then Zenaris once again on their famed Lucio. Having that movement speed is really, really great to engage or disengage from a team fight. You can just pop it up, get ready, get set, blow them away. Always feels good. Coming out here, we should see a DPS and a support, unless it is a solo carry Abathur or a solo support Abathur. Looks like there won't be another off lane for the team here. We're going to see the Zeratul is both. That actually works really well, and I like it a lot. Zeratul Rhaegar coming out. I'm guessing by the comp. Gosh, I don't know. It could go either way. I was thinking maybe an Ancestral game. I think closest to the Ancestral game that we'll get, but Zeratul actually does quite a bit of damage with their auto attacks when they can get them off. So Tat, good to see you. And last but not least, we're going to see Mason Blaze finish it out with the Zool. Now, Zool can double soak, and you'll have to forgive my ignorance, but does anybody know, is Zeratul a good double soaker? Because I don't recall them being very good at double soaking, but I'm just again a silver now pleb. Not salty at all about that though. So if anybody knows if Zeratul soaks well, then I would greatly appreciate it. Looking at these drafts, I think again I'm gonna have to give it to Chile Mountain. I like the Zool, I like the Greymane. I mean, I'm a sucker. I feel like Greymane is one of the best heroes in the game, so sorry, I'm just reading chat now. I stopped my sentence because I was like, what's excessive? Oh, the excessive golf claps for Mason Blaze. But again, that's just my opinion. Would love to hear yours as we hop into game number 2 in our best of 5 series. Chile Mountain up 1-0 in this series, but could definitely change in an instant. As we kick off, once again, we have Chile Mountain on the blue side with a Tremor on that Garrosh. Infrared is going to be your Greymane. Mason Blaze is your Zool. Roger on that Stylin Greymane. Zenaris will be your Lucio. And over here, rocking those orange shorts, it's going to be Red Robot on the Johanna. Hots will be your Rhaegar. Cookie Man on that Zeratul. Kevin is Tychus. And of course, our friend Nazma staying behind on the Abathur. Throw coming out, the immediate Garrosh throw onto the tank. The Johanna is not going to get rooted there. Greymane not going to be able to chase away from Kevin. Does go down. Excellent cleave by Cookie Man there, doing a ton of damage. It's going to be a 1-for-1 just to start out the gate. And now Red Robot could be in some trouble. They do get thrown. They won't have that Iron Skin up for another couple of seconds. Hi, Free PX. Good to see you, friend. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna hop down here to the bottom lane. Infrared and Zenaris already starting out. Red Robot, who miraculously didn't go down in that middle lane toss, is just going to clear up best they can. Infrared maybe in some trouble now. The boop's already coming out. Zenaris trying to heal, but Kevin dashes forward, and that is once again Raynor going to be blown up. Or excuse me, the first time it was Roger who was blown up. R.I.P. Roger, R.I.P. Infrared. Up in the top, R.I.P. Mason Blaze as the successful Abathur Zeratul decimation comes out. Tremor trying to help out, but unfortunately unable to succeed. And now camp has been started late for Chili Mountain. This is going to be the first camp going over to Exodia, and now they can come in and invade anytime they want. So it's a question of whether Chili Mountain even decides to go for this camp. Looks like they're starting so far. Infrared on that Rainer does have that Exterminator, so the Pumpkins taking a little bit more damage, able to clear it out rather quickly. No invade coming out. Zeratul, however, able to grab that top camp. Here in the middle lane, Zool having to burn that medallion already. Is it going to be enough? There is no grenade. And a throw onto Hots. They chase a little too far, a little too close to the sun. That's a dead Rhaegar. Looked like a really successful gank, paying dividends with that brand new Gladiator's medallion. Tremor looking for Red Robot, opting for the body check this time. And then, of course, that Indomitable, too good to pass up with the Gladiator's Medallion, means that that's 2 unstoppables that Tremor will have. Triple Alter Face has spawned. Zeratul decided to come down. Maybe looking to have Abathur grab that top camp. Tremor being body blocked by Cookie Man drops the Unstoppable, but Unstoppable doesn't stop your pathing. However, with 49 health, they're going to escape. They had 56 health. They had 49 armor. They made it out alive. Altars are spawning now. Zool going to their altar. Abathur going to theirs as well. Nobody in position to contest Abathur, so it's all going to be about fighting over this bottom lane. Red Robot is thrown in, but they still have that Iron Skin, and now Tremor maybe regretting that decision as they're still quite low. 35 armor. Middle objective is anyone's claim right now. Tremor getting into the bush, just trying to stay safe. Kevin giving them the works, but Garrosh able to throw them into the waiting hands of their team. Unfortunately, no lockdown does not secure the kill. Hots trying to grab the altar, unable to do so from the interrupts of Chili Mountain. Out comes the minigun from Tychus. Both altars have been contested, so now Zool and Zeratul will join the fight. Tremor, no health, no mana. Why are you still here, friend? Oh my goodness, he's going in. He's got maybe 1 ability. And seeing as they have only 1 ability, they are going to channel. Team Exodia, a little worse for wear in terms of this fight, is finally just going to see the point and look for value elsewhere. They know having only 4 bodies on the map can make for quite a difficult time. But, you know, it's not difficult killing a Rainer who steps out too far. Infrared getting a painful reminder that you can't see Zeratul on the mini-map, so it looks like maybe 1 person in lane could potentially be 2. We see an invade coming out here from Team Exodia with only 2 members down by the camp. Tremor maybe looking to throw one of these guys away so they can just shoot folks into the tower. Not able to do so. First tower goes down. Tremor looking for stuns. Doesn't find it quite yet. Zeratul being bullied by Greymane and Zool here in the lane. And it turns out our question was answered. Zeratul is a pretty gosh darn good solo lane. Able to double soak fairly well. Constant fighting happening here in the bottom. Red Robot with a fantastic condemn. Garrosh getting off that is that Thirst for Battle? No. Their W. The W that heals. I can't think of the name right now off the top of my head. And I always hate when I do that because I like to know the talent. Level 10 still not online yet. Sappers have been picked up once again. Are going to go in, destroy the gate of Chili Mountain, making it a lot easier to chase them down in instances where Garrosh has, I don't know, 56 health in the bottom lane. So potentially risky for Chili Mountain to stay that low moving forward. Taking a look at some of these talents, and just as we do, there is a fight breaking out. Tremor taking a lot of damage there from Kevin. Red Robot already burning that Iron Skin. Zanaris having to use that push-off to escape the clutches of Team Exodia. 2 altars have spawned. Zool finally rotating down. Again, another difficult fight for Team Exodia as they don't have 5 bodies yet. They're just about to. They have a little bit of a lead on the level 10, and there it is, right as I say it, that ultimate evolution coming out, and as such, Team Chili Mountain is just going to back off. Out comes the Void Prison connecting onto 2 members, one of them being the Nasmus clone there. Double Zeratul, that's super spooky. Bloodlust coming out, we were speculating. Out comes the Blessed Shield. Infrared trying to get away. Nasmus, however, able to jump back in before the thing finally goes down. Tremor is going to be the next to fall, and that is going to be 2-0 going over to Team Exodia, who will also pick up this altar. They managed to grab both, and as such are getting ahead in these early points. Level 10 was hit in the middle of that fight for Chili Mountain, but unfortunately not soon enough. Lucio did use the sound barrier there, but he couldn't save his friends. Having no tank and no main DPS means there's really no reason to stay. And now this bottom lane may pay the price. Tychus is good at a lot of things. One of those things being destroying your tower. We can see 50% is already destroyed. Could be a chase coming out here though. That reverse amp from Lucio. Medallion used to prevent the garage taunt. Well done by Red Robot. Here comes Cookie Man. The teams are looking low. Fantastic cleave once again, and we might be seeing a respect band coming out game number 2 as out comes the Blessed Shield. Greymane blown to bits. Can't stay so long that time round. And Team Exodia just dominating the map very early on. Having the Abathur to soak allows them to do a lot of extra damage. Having Abathur to soak and then having the hat to kind of screw with you must feel awful. They're going to pick up these sappers here. Cookie Man is thrown underneath the tower, but of course this Abathur shield preventing a little bit of that damage. 1, 2, 3 sappers in, and oh goodness, just an inkling of health left on this form. This is 235. That's like one auto attack from Kevin there. Altars have spawned. And this point in the game, we typically see teams trading out. However, they're going to start to fight in the middle. Tremor is getting very low. Out comes the Void Prison. Skeletal Mages are dropped by Mason Blaze, who's just trying to get out. Taunt coming out. Throw coming out. Hyperion. Out comes the Odin from Tychus. Hot's very, very low. Hyperion doing its work. Really solid play by Tremor, not stepping out into the singularity spike of Zeratul. And as such, we will just see these teams trade over. This is going to be the fall of the altar, so Chili Mountain better be careful. Nasma's clone is out, and Zanaris is very low. Oh god, they will go down. Bloodlust comes out. The clone finally falls. Greymane going to be the next to go down here. Kevin dashing in, almost gets Tremor. Not quite close, but that is going to be 2 shots going against their core. Only Infrared here, nothing they can do. In fact, Infrared almost losing their life. Kevin with the dash into the death zone. Thinks about it, but unfortunately Raynor gets away a little bit too quickly. Up in the top lane here, Zool just trying to soak away with the Abathur hat. Red Robot kind of bully. And now this is, it feels very much a reverse of game number 1. Will we see the comeback that Team Exodia nearly had from Chili Mountain? Because right now Exodia can do whatever they want. They, I was gonna make an Exodia pun, but I realized I don't know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh! To make one, so you guys can just like pretend I said something really funny and witty about, I don't know, being like forbidden or not having all 5 cards, something like that. Like pretend I'm cool and knowledgeable of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bottom lane isn't going to be grabbed here by Chili Mountain, unfortunately. Really solid defense from our friends in the orange. Throw, however, coming out on a Johanna, having to immediately pop that Iron Skin. What looks like almost a fight is quickly destroyed. And using those big cooldowns, though, this should be potential for Chili Mountain to take back their bottom 4. We can see Roger jumping into that Worgen form and just destroying bits, but not before the shots come out on the tower. Tremor is stepping up, drops that Indomitable. Blessed Shield comes out. Out comes the sound barrier. Can Tremor escape? Its bloodlust is so good that it's going to be 1 going down. Do we see more? Now it's mistaking the form of Tychus, this time jumping in and actually just kind of blowing himself up. Not sure if it was necessarily worth it. Maybe to get the clone down faster. But everybody was really healthy. We're going to see Sappers come down once again, which... Okay, Keep has been come back, so this is going to be extra damage onto the Keep of Team Chili Mountain, who are spending a lot of time in the bottom lane now. Zool, once again, not really able to join. They have to try and keep their team in the game. 15 to 16, and as quickly as the fort is taken, it's taken back. 17 to 28 here. It's been a minute since Chili Mountain was able to grab an altar, and it just feels rough. They're trying to find ways in, and they've got some solid engages. Unfortunately, Cookie Man on the Zeratul is just tearing them all apart. If Garrosh goes in, the backline perishes. If the backline goes in, Garrosh perishes. It's just a really smart way to draft around an all-in draft like this. Red Robot destroying those minions, making it so difficult for our friends in blue to be able to step up. And now the mule from Abathur, insult to injury. The baby amount of damage that Chili Mountain is able to get up is just going to be healed away. And Tremor, once again, Kevin, no joke, just eviscerating him. That's going to be another 3 shots going into the core. Not a whole lot that the folks on the left can do. Altar's going to be traded out here, potentially. Throw comes out onto Zeratul there. Taunt finally coming out as the early Gladiators Battalion is burned, but once again, Cookie Man with the Void Prison. Gonna look for that cleave now. Excellent work. Managing to hit all 5 members. Tries to come back in with that Singularity Spike. Bloodlust coming out, and now it's full-on disengage from Chili Mountain. They've already used the sound barrier, so nothing left for defensive. Zool going to be the first to fall, throws away, but Tremor going to fall down just as well. Next is Zenaris, who finally breaks their death streak, and this may be a 5-man team wipe as Roger's the only one left. Eyes in the dark, not going to be enough. Red team, or blue team, has been dominated here. We're going to see the shots come out. That's 5 shots. And with the boss, this is going to be game number 2 going over to Team Exodia. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hand. Nasmus coming in. He gets to be on the end screen too. Nasmus, the most cool and attractive player, giving up screen time to get that soak. R.I.P. Chili Mountain. 1-1 and an explosive series coming out. Jump over to our end screen here so you folks can take a look. As a little bit of a discrepancy here in the kills this time around. Again, kind of a reverse of game number 1, 3 to 15 in favor of Team Exodia. Zeratul never even dying. Nasmus didn't either, of course, but it's really hard to kill a Grandmaster Abathur. Kevin, 43k damage, a lot lower than game number 1 as well, but just poor Tremor. Every time they tried to go in, they were eaten alive. Anytime Kevin and Cookie Man were together, we would just like, thoughts and prayers, Garrosh, and I'm sure that's what the team was thinking as well. A sound barrier on the 90-second cooldown. You really can't avoid that engage forever, so well done. We'll take a look at the talents here. Anybody want to add them in? We didn't really get a chance to talk about them as much in game number 2 because it was just go, 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 get the kills. Again, fairly standard. Tremor opting for the body check this time around as opposed to when Red Robot went the Warbreaker. Game number 1. Anything else spicy? Imposing Presence coming out from Johanna, really shutting down that Greyman, and we really saw the effect of it, as anytime Greyman would go in, you get that shield glare, you get that Imposing Presence, and then you get maybe 1-2 auto attacks every 2.5 seconds. Feels rough. But we still potentially have 3 more games on our hands. Teams are very even. I'm going to go ahead and bring us over to the map so we can update our score screen. And anybody who has just come in, welcome, welcome. Check out our screen and see what has been happening. Of course, once again, this is a best of 5. We are going to... lost my train of thought. It's a best of 5. These are the maps. Chili Mountain opting to ban out Alterac Pass and Braxis Holdup. Dragonshire and Tomb of the Spider Queen banned away by the members of Team Exodia. First pick went over to Exodia, who picked and lost Infernal Shrines, and now kind of the same thing for game number 2, where it was going to be Chili Mountain that picked out Towers of Doom and won by Team Exodia. So we'll see where game number 3 takes us. Where Chili Mountain, if they're opting for their first pick once again, which most teams do, they feel that having the hero is really strong. They can get their comp started early, or if they're just going to go for a map because they're more comfortable in that area. And I do have a lobby invite, so we will find out here in just a moment. Ooh, this is fun. This is one of my favorite maps, actually. I think this is probably my second favorite map behind Cursed Hollow. So there you go. There's your hint. It's not Cursed Hollow. Alrighty. We are going to go to Battlefield of Eternity. So let me update that. And it looks like this was picked by... What is going on? Why are there all these folks here? There are so many people in the lobby. Wait, go away. What? No. Shoo. Shoo, go away. Alright. Well, we were going to have some other folks in here, but I really don't want that, so... Able to get rid of the pro players. I'm going to update this, and then I will let them know that we are ready. Game number 3. Okay, they don't even care about me, so... Battlefield of Eternity, picked up by the members of Chili Mountain. They have a pretty strong team fighting comp. We know Roger loves that Greymane, so will it get banned away? I don't even have observer chat, so I can't be like, I'm ready too, thanks for asking. Oh man, super unlucky. That's what happens when you deal with celebrities. They run on their own time, and it's not always yours. But if you're just tuning in, I'm on the right screen now. We are in game number 3 in our best of 5 series. So far, the teams are 1-1. Battlefield of Eternity picked up by Chili Mountain. Do the respect bands come out? This time, Garage Band away. He's interesting. He's got a 100% loose rate in this series so far. They don't want to deal with him. Junkrat, I guess, again, just way too much for Team Exodia, so they're getting rid of that. Game number 1, that bounce over the wall, I think it might have scarred Red Robot, and he's just like, nah, absolutely not. Not letting that happen ever again. Hell, what else can we expect to see here? Diablo this time taken away. Chili Mountain opting to limit that tank pool. Very good on the map. They do have first pick on the side of Team Exodia, so they will be spoiled for pick in terms of tank, and then leaving kind of the rougher tanks with Exodia. Do they want ETC? Do they want Johanna? Those are the top right now. Lucio gonna be banned away. They say, all right, Xenaris, what else do you play? And first pick, do we see the tank come out? ETC maybe? Johanna? Mal'Ganis if they're feeling super, super spicy. I don't even know if he's good right now. I personally don't think so. I know a lot of the in-house players were saying, oh, this is Chili Mountain first picking. So I'm full of beans. I'll have to update that because they must have swapped it on me. Excellent. Very good. Picked by Red. First pick opted for by Chili Mountain this time around, it looks like. So, what can we expect to see then? What plan does... well, there it is. I was going to say, what plan does the Team Exodia have? And there it is. It's Greymane, ETC. They've got the really solid pickups coming out here. Really interesting that 2 tanks were banned away. Unless Chili Mountain is encouraging the members of Team Exodia to pick the ETC, and they have a counter plan.
Our world is worth fighting.
They're going to opt for the Mei. Always forget that she's still in the game. Solid tank play. I know that May sometimes struggles into ETC, so curious to see what they do. Deckard this time going to come out for Zenara. Says, all right, I guess I got to play meta. Play the Deckard. Again, was nerfed, but still overall pretty strong. Just have to be more choosy with your rubies. You can only get one every other cube as opposed to every single cube, which again means that you can opt for ruby or emerald, excuse me, sapphire or emerald, and not feel bad about what you picked. Raynor gonna be banned out, makes sense. Infrared was doing so much damage on it, and I'm sure Roger plays it as well if they play such a spectacular Greymane. What are we gonna see from Chili Mountain? DV Smiley, thank you for the rating party of 14. Welcome, viewers of Smiley. I hope you guys had a great stream and a wonderful set of matches. Samuro, once again, gonna be banned away. I'm gonna say that maybe Cookie Man is the Samuro player, since they're also the Zeratul player, and the heroes kind of play similarly. You just run in and kill people and then run away. But excellent wave clear, excellent be anywhere on the map. Map pressure is probably the word I'm looking for from Samuro, so of course nobody wants to deal with that. Urel Karazim coming out this time. Hot's finally getting that Karazim, and we'll get to see what Team Exodia is made of. So far, I'm really liking their draft. Chili Mountain, fairly solid draft as well. Unfortunately for them, every single hero they've picked has been nerfed. Was nerfed on Tuesday, so very strong still. Not as strong as they used to be. Is that going to make a difference here as they round out the draft? They're going to have the Sylvanas for Roger and Mason Blaze on the Arthas. All right, GG, go next. We love Arthas. We stand the Arthas here. So that means I really wanted to pick Exodia's team draft, but now we have the Arthas, so I got to give it to Chili Mountain. You can't beat Chili Mountain without the Lich King. And rounding it out, another DPS. It's going to be Tracer coming out for Team Exodia. It's a very aggro team on the side of Team Exodia. Yellow Schmack, you are correct. Kerosene Tracer is interesting to me. I know these players are significantly better than I am, but usually, you know, you see Tracer with like a Malv or a Deckard, so she can come back and get the healing. Gonna hop back to me for a hot second. Oh, man. I do really like the Arthas into the Tracer. I know it's hard to stay on Tracer as Arthas, but if you can get those slows off, then it's really going to work well for them. So up until the Tracer pick, I was feeling Exodia, but I think for the third time, I am going to have to give it to Chili Mountain. So that's my opinion. Would love to hear your guys's as we hop into game number 3, excuse me. Over here on the right-hand side, we've got Cookie Man on that Tracer. Nasmus is your Rel. Kevin is going to be your Greymane. Red Robot on the ETC, and Hots on the Karazim. And over here on the right-hand side, or left-hand side, I know my left or my right, we've got Zenaris on that Deckard. Infrared is going to be your Chromie. Tremor on the May. Sylvanas is played by Roger, and Mason Blaze on the Arthas. Your Frosty Daddy, the one true king, best in show. Sylvanas checking the bottom lane. Is there going to be cheese coming out from Chili Mountain? Is Roger going to grace us with the bottom lane cheese? It looks like they're not going to. Everybody ran top to see if we might get some top cheese, but members of Team Exodia are not mice. They don't want it. They don't get it. And now everything looking fairly standard. We'll take a look at some of these level 1 talents. Again, Dauntless, despite the 5 less armor coming out. Tracer going with that 1-2 punch, getting the extra charge on melee. Maybe we'll see a melee build coming out here from Tracer. Deckard not opting for their level 1 yet. Chromie already getting 2 stacks on that deep breathing. Arthas going for the Frost Presence. And up here in the top, Mason Blaze having a heck of a time. Maybe losing 1 talent already to Nasmus and Cookie Man. Gonna get knocked away by the Urel Hammer there. He's coming out. Already at a quarter health of mana, not able to use that Frost Tempest because you've got to conserve your mana. Otherwise, you're just sitting there with your sword in your hand, wondering how you're going to duel into this Urel. So, expecting to lose some stuff early on, but that means that there is a 4v5 coming out here in the bottom lane, and we can already see a little bit of poke coming out from Chromie. Taps had all around for Team Exodia. Gonna get a little bit of extra damage onto Hot, but with the aggro dive from Exodia, this is gonna be rough. Kevin taking a lot of damage. Trevor on top of him. They're trying to get those autos off. Hot's able to jump in with a heal, and after getting that heal, Trevor is gonna back off, turn to the Black Arrows of Sylvanas, and try to do the same thing bottom as is happening at top. Red Robot nearly going down there. Everybody having to dash away from Chili Mountain. Their early level comp really doing wonders for them. They're able to grab that front tower. However, the entire front wall has been grabbed up top. Well has been grabbed as well. So an excellent trade here by Team Exodia. See if Shelly Mountain is able to do the same. Roger being chased off of that well, only able to get a couple of autos, which the well will be able to heal up with its shield. It has an indefinite shield as long as it has health, equal to 25% of the well's current health. Bruiser camps are being started here up in the top. Poor Mason Blaze just dealing with the Tracer now, and a really solid adjustment coming out from Team Exodia. I like this more as I'm seeing it. It felt kind of weird to me to have the Tracer after the Arthas was picked up, but oh man, Mason Blaze, you can't do anything. Oh no, just losing this top 4, really struggling. Going for that Frozen Waste at 1. Only got 1 stack on the Frost Present. Immortal has spawned. We're seeing the blue Immortal taking a little bit of damage here. Infrared trying to get on to the Immortal of Team Exodia, but Red Robot is too good at zoning. Nasmus clearing out this camp in the bottom. Arthas having to clear this camp in the top. Top 4 almost gone. Really well done by Exodia here. Nasmus looking to repay the favor. Gets stunned out by the Immortal. Trevor is going in. Kevin getting that halftime show. Arthas finally able to appear. Has to tap before coming back in. Is this going to be a bird phase, or is Chili Mountain looking to try and defend? It looks like they're trying to defend. Scroll comes out just for scouting. Pot's looking to catch on to one of those squishy members. Nasmus is behind. They find the Sylvanas. They find Tremor. They're looking to fight not underneath the Immortal. Chromie blown to bits by the Tracer. Sylvanas getting exploded by her, and it's so hard to run away. Root comes out, does not connect. However, the recall has to be called, but Tracer secures the kill on both damage dealers, and that is going to secure Immortal number 1. Nearly full health going over to Team Exodia. Bottom lane is going to be where this first Immortal is going to push. Remember, it always pushes the lane that has been least pushed. And since that top lane has been destroyed pretty gosh darn well by Tracer, bottom is where we're looking to siege next. Level 7 online for both teams. Finally, we can take a look at some of these talents. And we're actually seeing Wizened Duel has come out from Greymane. They're very confident that they're not going to go down in these fights. Tremor getting stunned out there, not able to engage, manages to grab the blind on the 2 most critical targets, but this fort is going to see the end of its life. Tremor having to pick up those potions, not able to get out. That is going to be May going down. We may see a keep go down here. Immortal still very healthy. Members of Team Exodia, very, very healthy. Arthas coming out, able to find Cookie Man. Finally goes down to Roger there, looking for pickups, and Chili Mountain may have finally found their stride as Red Robot is rooted 4 stacks on that level 1 for Arthas. 2 kills going over to Chili Mountain, but not without the cost of 1 tower from the keep. Both, or the bottom 4, top 4 wasn't really touched in that fight. You really had to come down to help Exodia defend against the onslaught of Chili Mountain and push a little bit, see if they couldn't look for more. Exodia a little bit ahead in XP right now. Of course, Forts will do that to ya. Do we see the retaliation down here? May jumps in. Hot looking for Chromie. That is going to be Greymane blown to bits there. Those Wise and Duelist stacks. Only 1 left. I believe you lose 3 on death. Half the bonus is lost on death. Okay, so half, just whatever it is. So they had 2 stacks. Now it's a big old goose egg. Infrared just being destroyed by Hots, who comes in, blows him up, and then is able to skirt away. Red Robot trying to find Chili Mountain. Tremor dropping that slow. Chromie dropping the slow. Level 10 online for both teams almost simultaneously here. Zinaris caught out, but Deckard is a bruiser too. Had the rubies and survives. Take a look at some of these talents as the teams are resetting and grabbing their camps. Nazma staying here in the bottom lane, just going to continue to try and harass these waves. Immortals have spawned. Both teams still looking to grab their objectives. Go for the throat for Greymane, and then the 7-sided strike for Karazim. This is very aggro. We've got the pulse rounds for Tracer. This is a team that just wants to kill. Moshpit, of course, for ETC. Mason Blaze trying to survive with the Army of the Dead. Once again, we've got that ice wall. See if Tremor can't make miracles happen a second time. Timeout already picked up for Chromie for that level 13 talent. That should help with the Tracer a bit more. Tracer and Urel gonna be a little bit more difficult to get on top of her now. Solid defense play by Chili Mountain. You can see Team Exodia is looking to try and grab this fight. Not going to be able to do so quite yet. Team is engaging. Urel finally jumping on the Immortal now, getting the damage they can in. Out comes the Ice Wall, connects onto Urel in the leap. Stay a while and listen. It's golden, immediately putting Urel to sleep. However, there's going to be Sylvanas going down. The go for the throat is good. Chromie is going to fall. Greymane finally giving their life. Deckard, no rubies this time, will fall. And that is going to be 3 for 1 in favor of Exodia. Mason Blaze able to get out. May just hiding. Oh no, the port was interrupted. Will have that icing up. Finds ETC. Tracer is on top. Mason Blaze coming to try and help him out. Out comes the Blizzard. Silence coming out, wheeling arrow, and now Urel having to use the Ardent Defender as soon as the silence goes away. Is Nazis able to escape? The Gladiator's Medallion has been popped. Mason Blaze using the Icebound Fortitude to try and get in there, but no more fighting can be found. Bottom lane needs to be cleared out desperately, and that's exactly what Roger is going to do. They know they just have to play this Immortal phase patiently, and my mouse wants to skirt us down to the bottom to see if that camp is being taken. It's not. Now those Wizened Duelist stacks reset once again. Greymane with the 1 Wizened Duelist. What does it give? It gives you 1%. So he does 1% additional damage. Team fight breaking out up here. Stay a while and listen is good. Ice Wall, really fantastic. Urel falls down. Zinaris though all by his lonesome. Oh my god, this old man can move. He does finally fall down. Tracer using that Gladiator's Medallion pays with it for their life. Sylvanas also going down here. 7-sided strike is good, but there are 2 members in, Mason Blaze and Tremor. Tremor and Mason have no mana. Cannon for Red finish off. Kevin, they can. Red Robot may have overstayed their welcome. And now this is potentially an Immortal comeback for Chili Mountain. Tremor does have to Hearth for mana, and with ETC alive, with Karazim alive, with Urel alive, it's going to be a tough Immortal phase with no one to defend it. This should go over to Exodia, but still, really well done. Sid Kitten, thank you for the raiding party of 12. Welcome, members of Sid Kitten's stream. I hope you guys had a good stream. Red Robot does go down, opting not to go back, and as such, paying with their life. Tremor slides in. Nasmus looking for the out, but they're on the wrong side of the map. Tremor chasing him down. Here comes Mason Blaze. Inaris! Oh, the rubies! The rubies and the ice wall. He's insane! Chili Mountain, you can't kill them. Well, you can kill their damage. You can't kill their tank and their supports. And Aris is pinging himself looking for help. There are not going to be no rubies. Out comes that Tracer ultimate, and he finally falls down. It's going to be Nasmus getting rooted there. Gets a little bit of damage. Out coming that Arthas 13 in that shattered armor, reducing the armor of Urel. But Nasmus able to heal up with the Dauntless fairly easily. And now the keep is under pressure. Immortal still so very healthy. Nasmus on the back line drops the Ardent Defender. Greymane manages to pick up Sylvanas there. Hot, very low, drops 7-sided. Mason Blaze, better be careful. But it ends up being Hot who falls here. The keep going down though in the meanwhile. Members of Team Exodia gonna back away. Immortal on the core. Not gonna be able to get the shield down. And now everybody got a hurt because they have no mana. Really well done by Exodia there, despite taking a little bit longer than I'm sure they would have liked to kill the Decker. They managed to grab the keep. They're grabbing this top camp now, and the map pressure from Exodia is just devastating. Even looking to grab this bottom lane camp as well. Greymane going to potentially start that bruiser. There we go. It is just going to be a hide in your base until 20 Chili Mountain. They are going to pick up their bruisers here. Make sure that nobody steals it from the enemy team. We're 15 to 16. And as such, Chili Mountain not able to fight. They're just having such a rough game. The Tracer, really solid pick. I kind of bagged on it at the beginning of the game, but geez, Cookie Man playing out of their mind on this Tracer. 16 still unavailable here for members of Chili Mountain. Nobody even looking to fight. Bottom camp was cleared out. We should see our blue friends step up to clear this now. There goes Roger down here in the middle area. Won't really call it a lane because it's not. Team Exodia just basically says, we live here now on your side of the map. I hope you didn't want to come out of your base. Immortal will spawn in 15 seconds. Camps finally being cleared away by the members of Chili Mountain. 16's online for both teams. Can we see something happen here? Of course, once again, we have the Black Ice. Sylvanas with the Will of the Forsaken. Having that extra unstoppable will prove beneficial. Out comes the Ice Wall, trying to zone away Red Robot, who is hit by that Charism unstoppable there. And the Charism cleanse in that cleansing touch. Tracer, as we saw, going for the heavy-handed, increasing the melee ability, so they're able to reduce some armor. Armor redux so important right now. Red Robot coming in. We haven't seen a Mosh yet. We almost saw one, but the Wailing Arrow is good. Saywell isn't coming out. Xenaris, though, blown to pieces, 1-for-1. Both teams gonna go ahead, reset here. A little bit of an advantage to Team Exodia. They do have the heads up on the Immortal. That is going to be Sylvanas going down. Mosh Pit finally activated. The stop onto Chromie. Tremor is going to be in a rough spot. They get the Black Ice off, dealing pretty solid damage. However, Red Robot body blocks are on point. Nasmus chasing in. Out comes the 7-sided strike. The knockback will kill Urel and save both members of Chili Mountain there. However, with 2 members down, one of them being the support, this should be the Immortal going over to Team Exodia. And this is so hard for Chili Mountain. You can't win the game if you don't pick up an Immortal. Their team fight is good, but the race of Exodia is insane. They're going to pick this up. Not able to grab Hot, but wait a minute. Do you believe in miracles? Tremor dropping the slow cleansing touch. Gladiator's Medallion coming out. That is going to be 2 ults down. Nobody picked up. Cookie Man is very low. They should be careful. Red Robot exploded there, gets caught in Mason Blaze's root. We have that Remorseless Winter coming out for Arthas. You stand in that for 3 seconds, you get rooted for 1.5. So, gonna be quite difficult to just stand on top of Arthas now, which is exactly what he loves to do. Just walk at you and win. Having that ETC down, this should be free clear coming out onto the Immortal here. Keep not looking well. Is it long for this world? The Immortal is low. The Keep is low. It's going to be the Immortal going down. Up here in the top, just trying to push in some minions. Now we see Exodia is going to start working on this camp. Infrared has left the game. That's really unfortunate, but it is up to teams to pause the game, so if they're coming back, there it is. All right, we're going to hop over here to myself while we are waiting for the caster, or excuse me, not the caster, I'm the caster. I'm reading the message. If you enjoy casters, you can send me some love. We're going to wait for our team members to come back here, so we'll just give us a minute. Oh no, the blue screen for Infrared. It'll take him a minute to get back. Nazma's saying no problem. Take your time. So hopefully here in a minute we will get our dear friend. Infrared. I wanted to call him Infernus, but I knew that wasn't right. I'm looking at Infrared and Nazmus' team, and my brain just wants to combine them. No Puppo right now. So let's get rid of our Lily. All right, are you guys enjoying yourselves? Are you having a good time? I'm having a good time. Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, guys, take this time to promote. If you guys are having a wonderful time and you would like to see more of this content, then !Patreon in chat. Support NGS. They do a lot of really good, really solid stuff for Heroes of the Storm. They continued going on when Blizzard forsake us, and I remember in the day that Blizzard canceled HGC, there were NGS matches happening, and the casters still stepped up despite how upset we were and casted the games. So big shouts for NGS. Again, !Patreon if you want to support them. What are you doing down here? You're not Lily. You gonna come hide under the desk? Because Mom banged a spoon? Get rid of that. That's puppers. Alright, trying to keep you guys up to date with chat. Kevin saying you're gonna take the 39th Immortal. Jeez. God, could you imagine going to 39 Immortals? What that would even be like? You definitely hit level 30. Hots is back on the rise. Oh, I like you too, Sid Kitten. Thanks again for the raid. Thanks everyone for stopping by NGS. Trying to read that. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to see what everyone is saying. So excuse me if I have to like jump up and like yeah, that's the Lily cam. She's not on her bed right now. My mom's making food. So she's in there begging. Thank you very much for the Patreon. Exclamation mark there. And if you guys, you know, you like your caster, you want to help out, then you can drop your sub to NGS. You can drop the bits, because all the bits and subs that come on the NGS go to casters, or you can just !casters in chat. Check out twitch.tv/JinxieCat and stop by, see when I go live. I do lots of casting. I play lots of Heroes of the Storm, lots of World of Warcraft. So if you like those things, I'm your girl. I wish you could see the grin smile I have. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Hot's growth. Yeah, me too, Martian Bob. It's really, really exciting. You know what you guys should say? You should @Workhorse and say, hey, Workhorse, you know what CCL needs? It needs more Jinxie. Just saying. Like, this could be you, CCL, but you playing. NGS, though, super amazing. Like, I can't say enough good things about them. They really stepped up when Heroes went down, and that's one thing that I'm forever grateful for. Like, for those of you who know me, you know that I've decided to take the path of full-time streamer since as for this whole something something global pandemic something um I decided that streaming was going to be better because my job I lost my job. That's the TLDR. Um and I promised myself if I made it big, no matter what, I would always make time for NGS because they made time for me when I was sitting and crying into my beer that HCC was canceled. Alrighty. No updates yet. Teams are talking. There's a knock knock joke from Nasmith. Or sorry, excuse me, Cookie Man. Knock knock. Who's there? Says Nasmith. Snow, says Cookie Man. Snow who? Says Nasmith. Snow way I remember the joke. Ha ha ha. Nasmith saying, hey, I play a pretty decent Chromie if you guys just want to swap. Martian Bob, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Nasmus has a joke for us now. Knock, knock. And Chill Rock, thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the 5 biddies. Who's there, says Red Robot. Cookie, says Nasmus. Cookie who? Martian Bob, thank you for gifting 10 subs to the chat. That's unbelievably kind of you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Galaxy Quest, Neo of Tyria, Lupus Hots, the Crazy Hydra, Zach. What is that? Zach Streeter, Zackus T77, Hot Cho, Crom, Maka Maka Maka, Professor Barry, and Cute Grubby. Enjoy your NGS emotes. Enjoy your super fancy little Nexagon. Thank you, Martian Bob. That was unbelievably kind of you. Thank you so much. Alright, let's finish the joke. Who's there, says Red Robot. Cookie, says Nasmus. Cookie who, says Red Robot. Cookie can't make a joke, says Nasmus. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. How nice. You're the best. Alright, it looks like Infrared is back. Kevin says he's back, ooh woo, and some claps in chat from Cookie is what I think those are. I'm not quite sure what that face is. So he's loading in. We'll get back into the game. See if we get to if this is gonna be the end here. We're gonna see a sick nasty turnaround, and Chili Mountain is gonna take it back. Glad to make this community and help it grow. Hots is awesome. Yeah. And guys, remember, it is September. So you get a discounted sub all throughout the month of September. We got a lot of, like, big names in there. Hot Cho, Galaxy Quest. Murda doing us the favor of linking that match arena, because if you like Storm Division and you want to help out the players, you can click that link. All the money there goes to the player pool. Whoever wins Storm Division is going to get this money. So you can donate there. It's well over $1,000 now, which feels amazing. And also, just a heads up, if you guys like this, you like Storm Division, and you want to get a little bit more involved with it, every Tuesday right here on this channel, myself, Dax, and Linehouse have a show called Nexus Edge where we run some stonks. So if you want to maybe bet on some of these teams with some imaginary money, you guys can stop by and do that. Everybody gets $1,000. Right now, the team shares are $100 a piece. So if you wanted to pick it up and say, you're like, I think Chili Mountain has got this in the bag, they're gonna get the 1-4, or sorry, the 1-3. I'm gonna bet all my $1,000 on them. You can definitely do it. If they do, then you can sell it back and make $1,000,000, make 1,000,000 Nexus Edge dollars. So imaginary money. You can tell everybody else, like you can say, "Hey Jinxie, hey Dax, like I'm better at stocks than you. Sucks to be you." So again, that's on Tuesday. We also have our pick 'em matches of the week. So if you like the other NGS matches and you want to hang out, watch those, can definitely do so. We rotate the divisions. We talk about every division. Well, we talk about one division at least once every week. What do you think of patch 52? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Gladiator's Medallion. I want to type with these guys and ask if there's any update because apparently infrared is loading, but they're not quite there yet. Any minute now. I've run out of things to talk about. What do I think of the last patch? I am a tank main, so I absolutely hate it. I consistently forget to use my medallion, and then like I'll go for a sick nasty engage, and I'm like, all right guys, this is it. We kill them, and then they medallion, and then you're in the back line with all your stuff on cooldown, and you die. Like that's it. What else though? They nerfed Imperius, which I'm kind of sad about. Like he's still super OP. But like I'm like the stab daddy. Um, so having the Imperius nerf makes me sad. Chromie was nerfed. I don't think enough. She deserved it. Diva is super OP. Gazlo is roughly the same in that you shouldn't play him unless like you're super OP like Winterheart, because that's the only person I've seen win with him in any of the matches that I've seen of the high level heroes. Yeah, that's my opinion. Jakebot, are you the only one who likes me? I like Medallion when it helps me live. That's, like when I remember to push it and I get away and I'm like, hey, 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 like nice, like whenever I manage to remember the medallion and I hit it, I'm like, oh my god, like I am the best player, so good at the game. Like why doesn't anybody pick me up for a brand deal like sponsorship as a player? I'm so good. And then when somebody medallions on me and they get away, I'm like, oh, you little turd. Like, I can't believe you just did that. Like, this is the least fun mechanic in the game. Like, why would you do this, Blizzard, please? So, that's my opinion on it. I like it when it's working for me. Alright, come on. I'm set as spectator, so I can't even be like, hey guys, like what's happening? And I've already said that, but like I'm just looking at it and like hitting like the enter key knowing I can't type, and I'm just like, bruh. Oh wait, can I? What's the Haps team? Okay, I can actually type. Disc is busted as well for him. Oh no. 500 MS. Oh no. Give or take 1,000. Oof. Oof. That's rough. I know there's a time limit on the pauses, and it's not my job to ref. I'm just here to cast, but I feel like we may be reaching, close. Do you want me? I'm not sure. Raw Shock. That's a message for a mod. So Key is the mod tonight, so any DQs are gonna have to go through them. But I don't want them to be disqualified. I really want the matches to happen. You want me to ask you? Do you want me to ask what if they've been keeping time? I really hate to do this. Like, I always feel like such a butthead when something like this happens. Yeah, there's a game delay, Tony Funks. Um, yeah, if you guys want to check, I don't want that. Like, I don't want them to have to complain or to continue with the bot. And I really don't want them to disqualify because I love the matches and I want to be here to bring you guys the matches. So we'll check on the pause. I hope they can get it sorted. That's my hope because I really just want them to have a good time, play the games. Like I definitely still think that this is winnable for Chili Mountain. Also, like a camp was picked up right as the pause happened, and so it's just continuously giving the camp pulse, and it's driving me nuts. That it's like blinking in the corner of my eye. So we'll let the mods handle this. And I love that emote. That's such a good emote, Sid Kitten. Like, I wish I had thought of that. I have an Arthas wave coming soon, so like if you subscribe to Jinx the Cat, like you can like wave to people, but like be Arthas and be like the most cool and attractive person in the chat. Put a sad face so they know that I'm sad about it. Because I don't want this to happen. Just waiting to see if we have any updates. We're seeing if he can get under
This is the hour of the scourge.
10,000 megas. Thank you, whoever subscribed. The hour of the scourge is now. Thank you, Sid Kitten.
This is the hour of the scourge.
Guys, thank you. That's so kind of you. Let me, can I pull up my Streamlabs and see who did that?
This
Because
is
thanks.
the hour of
Guys!
the scourge.
Alright, let's check. I'm sorry, NGS, by the way. I can move it. It's making noise, and I sincerely apologize.
This is the hour
oh,
of the scourge.
gosh, the hour of the scourge, yeah. Somebody gifted a lot of subs, it sounds like. I don't know how to turn it off unless I, like, remove it from... Maybe I can remove it.
This is the hour of the scourge.
Ah, why are you doing this? Thank you, guys. I feel bad this isn't my channel and we don't need to hear the hour of the scourge.
This is the hour of the scourge.
Oh my goodness, I think that's 5. And so, I appreciate it very much. You guys are very kind.
This is the hour of
Oh
the
my gosh,
scourge.
there's more. What did you guys do? What's happened in the game? Nothing's happened in the game. Alright, I think it's time to get mods
This
involved.
is the hour of the scourge.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you very much. So let's go to... Oh, gosh. NGS, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna, like, delete this every time
This is the hour of
I'm
the
on the
scourge.
NGS channel, and I'll just re-add it in. So you don't have to hear my hour of the scourge. Oh, man. Alright, let's see. Recent events. Martian Bob, thank you for gifting subs to my friends. Alrighty. So if you're in chat, we can talk about it. McCutie, Swampert Plays Stuff, DB Smiley, Rackham, LFG, Soft Bear, Boundrex, Jake Bot, TT Porky, and Lashoya. Oh God, how do I say that? Lashoya. Enjoy your subs, Martian Bob. You're unbelievably kind. Thank you so much for being so nice to me. It's like, oh, you guys are too kind. Stop it. You're gonna make me cry. I can't cry on stream. It's not even my own. D Nasty, thank you for the subscription with Twitch Prime. Oh my gosh, you guys. Uh. All right, we are at the 10 minutes, which is what teams are allowed. Am I gonna go hunt down Daddy Arth? Of course. Like, if there's any way, like, we can go chat to Arthas in Shadowlands, you can 100% believe that I'm gonna go be like, yo, like, what's happening? So, all right, that has been the 10 minutes. I'm gonna let teams know. I can't type. All right, they're still chatting. They're inviting each other over for dinner. All right, I'm just letting the teams know what's going on. Yeah, Ginger, I know you're very upset. Ginger is very angry that we have to move forward with a bot or take the L. All right, we'll leave it up to the Chili Mountain team, see what they want to do. I'm sorry, team. Oh, I always hate this. I feel like the bad guy. Can share campfire stories while we wait. Oh man, what do they want to do? Poor Chili Mountain, this sucks. I've definitely been there where you have to wait forever and then stuff's happening. Like, I used to be that kid with like 3 megabytes upload where like if a patch happened, then like I would have to leave my computer running all day to make sure the patch downloaded before game time. Alright, they're trying one more thing. If that doesn't work, then they're gonna FF. Okay. Mickey, Kevin, any Toby 1v1. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So yeah, I used to have such bad internet that it would take like 6 hours to download a Blizz patch, and then if they hot fixed anything, like that was it for the night. So yeah, like they would like once they hot fixed Phoenix in the middle of a series, and I was like, well, guys, like that it was fun playing with you. You know, have a nice night. All right. All right. They're trying one more thing. Just a little bit longer, guys. Thanks for hanging out here with me, by the way. Hopefully you are enjoying me as much as I am enjoying you. All right. He can't rejoin. Okay. Unfortunate. Yeah, we're going to leave the game.
For the Lich King.
Thank you for the Lich King. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that very much, whoever that was. All right. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, Infrared isn't able to rejoin the game, so everybody is heading out. And that is going to be game number 2, going over to the members of Team Exodia. So basically Tetris internet speed when he was casting HGC with Grubby. Yeah, basically. It was rough. Alright, gosh darn it. And why is there a 30-second delay? So, like, I see, like, all the laughs and the ha-has from chat, and I know as soon as you guys hear it, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm sad. And I'm gonna see, yep, there it is. Already coming through, like, all the sad messages. And I'm like, no, like, this isn't what we wanted. Alright, I'm gonna move it over here so we can update the map. Game number 2 going over to, or game number 3, excuse me. Over to Team Exodia. But that doesn't mean the series is done yet. Thanks for hanging out and spending time with me, guys. We're going to update this. And hopefully we can get in. We'll have a game number 3 and a game number 5. So Chili Mountain has a chance to come back and take what's theirs. And it's a really good fun time. Alrighty, seeing what they're willing to do. Hopefully it's just a case of, like, he had an issue, it sucked, he couldn't get back in, which, like, mega sucks, but we'll be able to continue forward, and then they'll be able to have, like, a fine time, and then it just becomes, like, oof, unlucky, you know? Like, these are always the worst parts for me. I don't want anyone to lose by DQ, especially for technical issues. Yeah, R.I.P. Oh. Everybody is sad now, and I hate that. Alright. Reverse sweep. I mean, is it really a reverse sweep if you win game number 1? I don't know, but hopefully we'll get back into our games here in a second. Hopefully Infrared is able to finish out here. And it's good and fun, and we're going to have a great time. Oh, wow, hey, Kevin. Fancy meeting you here. Just sitting here doing nothing? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, rough. Yikes on a bike. All right. Well. Fingers crossed for Infrared. Among Us Go? I mean, if anyone wants to play any Among Us after the cast, like, I do own it. Like, you can at me in my Discord, and I'll hop in and I'll play some games. I'm really good at it. Not really. I'm the worst trader. I don't know how to do anything. Like, I try to sabotage stuff, and then, like, I hide in the vents the whole time, and, like, I kill people, and then, like, folks will show up, and they're like, oh, Like Jinxie was in the room with the guy who died. I'm like, no, I was in the radiator. I mean, like, there is no radiator. So, you know, like, I am very good at it. As a crewmate, I'm fine. I just die. Is Regen Divine slated for tonight? Ah. Yeah, but not here. Right now, we're trying to hopefully get Chili Mountain versus Team Exodia. Okay, it's on Murder's channel. Thanks, Key. Thanks for knowing the things that I should know. All right. Let's see how we're doing for game number 4. How we doing? Okay, there we go. We have a lobby for game 4, guys. So why don't we hop over here and we'll update that one for ya. It is going to be... words and things and words. Where are the things that I am looking for? Map number 4 is going to go Cursed Hollow. And that was picked by the red team. Yeah, there we go. Lobby. So, very exciting. Sorry, just responding to some messages in Discord. We're just waiting on, it looks like, infrared. And, I need to check something over with Kay. So sorry, guys. You can bring it back over here. Hi, again. Are you sick of my face yet? I'm just checking on something right now. Oh, I got chills. Goosebumps in anticipation for this game number 4. Alright, do we have an infrared? Is this computer bonked? I really hope it's not bonked. I feel bad. I've had my computer like completely blue screen in the middle of like casts and stuff, like in the middle of the stream, so I know how frustrating it is. Okay, so his comms are fixed, so he should be good, but HOTS is taking a bit of a time to load. So he's here. We're just waiting for heroes now. So any minute. Any minute now. I can sub, I'm bronze 6. I don't know if subs are allowed. That's what I was trying to check. Because I thought I remember seeing somewhere that you can't have subs. But I'm not sure. We're on 6. Easy. Throw them in here. Let's go. GG. Not even worried. Fam is making dinner and I'm starving. I can smell it. Jeez, and there's still potentially 2 more games to go. Rough. But that's alright. I'd much rather be here with you guys, hanging out, having fun. And those of you who are still willing to, like, hang out and, like, spend time with me, even though, like, it's been 25 minutes of just me, I really appreciate that. Like, it makes me feel so special. We should be getting into a game here in a second, so please, please, please don't go away. Any minute now. Any minute now. Anyone do anything exciting today? Has anybody, like, seen movies that are good? Like, Mulan just came out, and I've been hearing, like, differing opinions on that. How do people feel about it? Is it good? Okay. Ours are being called. Are we ready? Please say we're ready. I'm gonna let them know that I'm ready. Okay. Readies are being called. Not that they care, because they didn't care last time. But we're getting our game on, guys. Ah, I'm so excited. Like, please go.
Cursed Hollow.
I feel like this happens on my streams a lot. I don't know if it's because I miss a lot of NGS streams. Because, I mean, I try to catch as many as I can, but obviously you can't catch them all. Or if it's like... it just happens to me. Like, my streams are always super unlucky. Oh, well. Game number 4 could potentially be the last game of the evening. Cursed Hollow. Do I believe in aliens? Yeah, I think I do. Abathur going to be taken out right out the gate. That Abathur on Towers of Doom was sick nasty, and nobody wants to deal with it at all. So, Abathur banned away. Once again, Junkrat is going to be taken out there because, yikes. Yikes on a bike. That was a rough Junkrat to play against. Finally saw 21 Bridges with Chadwick Boseman. Super good. Highly recommend. I'll have to check that out. Poor Chad. Like, R.I.P. baby. This is a wonderful person taken from us way too young. Are going to see Garrosh taken away as well because he's the best. Both teams, despite neither team doing particularly well with him, again, going to be boosted away. Lucio, again, banned out. The respect is real. All right. Yeah, games do happen. It's not just the Jinxie stream, although I know that's the real reason you guys are here. Greymane is going to be the first pick up. Roger, so attached to his Worgen friend there. Really solid. He plays it pretty well. And as we saw in that Towers of Doom game and sorry, not the Towers of Doom game, that last BOE game, he's a pretty good hero. All right, Rainer ETC going to be picked up this time round. Red Robot saying if it's not broke, don't fix it. ETC, of course, so very incredibly, amazingly strong. He was nerfed with the most recent patch. The Encore buff was reduced from 8% to 6%, and believe me when I say it doesn't matter. Like, the only difference is you have a mosh pit every 20 seconds as opposed to 13 seconds now, so, like, still very strong. But we are going to see Infrared picking up that Li Ming, and then, of course, Tremor on the Diablo. Second round of bans coming round here. What do we look to see? Support ban, maybe. Ana taken away would be very strong here. Else we're looking at Urel, actually. Mason Blaze has not picked yet. I can word good. And, of course, that Urel. Very devastating all around. Devastating on BOE. Devastating on the first map, which was Infernal Shrines. Got there in the end. It's been so long since I've seen a game. I don't know what I'm doing here anymore. So, really strong hero. Of course, they're going to ban it out. And from Chilly Mountain, we are going to see the Samuro. Once again, they're willing to let the Karazim through, despite how well it was doing in the BOE game. They don't want to deal with that Samuro. Big cheers all around for Chilly Mountain. Man, you Exodia fans, you gotta hype it up. Get super excited for it. We are gonna see Deckard and Dahaka coming out. I've seen a lot of Dahaka on Cursed Hollow lately, which makes me wonder if he's back in the meta, but only for Cursed Hollow because it's humongous. But we will have to wait and see. And then Deckard, of course, just all around one of the best supports. So why wouldn't you pick him up? We're going to see Malthael Tyrande come out, but it's actually going to be a Mason Blaze Tyrande and a Xenaris Malthael. Now, it could just be that they're trolling us and they're going to switch like League of Legends style, but if they're not, then that's really interesting. The old Diablo Tyrande, super classic with the Dahaka and the ETC front line. There's a lot of big, thick bodies for ETC to be able to auto-attack. And we're going to close it out with the Sylvanas. Solid drafts all around. I think I like the draft of Team Exodia this time better, looking at it as we're getting ready to go in. And we're not seeing a swap just yet. No swaps. This is going to be Mason Blaze on the Tyrande, and Xenaris will be your Malthael. All right, guys. I know you're sick of this scene, but hello. Here I am again. Thanks so much for watching. This time we're hopping into a game. Mason, my hero, says Syndicate, and on that that Tyrande. So, a little bit of a role swap coming out here. Interesting. Excited to see how this changes the dynamic of the game. Hopefully, Infrared is all healed up and back to good. But, again, just referring back to the draft, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys think in chat. Let me know. The Grey Mane Li Ming, that's a classic combo. If you can get that engage from the Diablo, feels bad to be a squishy target. Oh, geez. Now they're not loading in. Oh, no. Slowly. Oh, no. It's Infrared who's not loading. Having a little bit of an issue. There we go. Alrighty, team. Game number 4 in our best of 5 series. We are going to see over here on the right-hand side, Cookie Man on the Sylvanas, E. Kevin on the Rainer, Hot's playing that Deckard Cain, Nasmus is your Dahak, and Red Robot on the ETC. And over here on the left-hand side, we've got Tremor on that Diablo, Infrared on the Li Ming, Mason Blaze is your Tyrande, Xenaris rocking the Malthael, and Roger
5,
on that
4,
Grey Man.
3, 2, 1. Well, what are
Take
you
a look
waiting
at
for?
the middle lane here. Owl comes out. All right, Chilly Mountain Owl hit. GG. That's the end of the game. Game number 5. Let's go. So far, everything looks to be good, so fret not. Teams aren't really looking to fight here, with both of them have a little bit more of a scaling component for them. Kromka, thank you. Just trying to soak out. You guys are too kind to me. Everyone finally going to their lanes. Down here in the bottom lane, we are going to see Infrared versus the Dahaka and Malthael versus the ETC. Interesting. I know on this lane, you typically don't have a solo lane. And Hot Nearly losing their life there. Tremor finds him out of lane, but you don't typically have like a 4-man on this, is what I meant to say. So we're going to see a lot of rotating around and a little bit of variation in the laning setup. Down here in the bottom, Zinaris is finally coming down here to relieve Infrared. He's just going to chase Dahaka around the map, which, if that's the case, then definitely fine for Zinaris because they can mount and Dahaka can't. Minute 1 has come and gone. We are going to see the Bruiser camp being picked up here by the members of Team Exodia, and then Chilling Mountain, of course, with those Siege Giants. Greymane able to do those by themselves with no help required. Bruiser camp is coming out. This should be a quick, easy clear with the Greymane here. Neither team has actually superior wave clear. We're going to see the flip stun onto Sylvanas. The medallion is popped, but Cookie Man is going to be first blood in this game, as despite having that unstoppable, you can't pass through units, and that's the biggest use we see, I think, of medallion while players are still trying to figure it out, that you can't activate it and run through somebody. Like Trevor is still going to be there and body block you. So rough there for Cookie Man. Hopefully they can bring it back later on. Down here in the bot lane, of course, always our most cool and attractivest players, Nasmus and Zinaris, giving up that time on screen to make sure that we have XP. Zinaris, not the best wave player in the world. It's going to take some time trying to clear out these Siege Giants. There's going to be a breakout fight over the Bruiser camp here, an invade coming in from the members of Team Exodia, and Tremor is surrounded by 4. Zinaris is coming, but not enough time to get on that camp. It is going to be Cookie Man, who does end up trading 1-for-1. Mason Blaze, pretty low, does fall down to Raynor there with that penetrating round, and it ends up being 2-for-1 and a camp going over to the members of Team Exodia. So well done. And all before the soak even went away. Nasmus, the true solo lane king. Zinaris is going to tap, rotate back, and now just go back to working on those Siege Giants. Had to work away for a little bit. That is going to be both towers and most of the gate going down as they have to clear. Clear coming out here as well from Chili Mountain in the middle lane, having to do something about those bruisers. And do we see a play here onto the Mouth Hill? We're seeing all 4 members of Team Exodia come down here and try and get this bottom 4. We're going to see black arrows come out from Sylvanas, Cookie Man harassing Zinaris, Kevin doing the same, and they're just going to try and zone Zinaris away, but they come in. They're asking the team, like, hey guys, you got any of that help? Really well played. Nice swap there from Zinaris, but unfortunately, the 1v3 isn't going to be doable for them, and as such, this is going to be the first part of the game going over to the members of Team Exodia. Hot being harassed by Tremor, but now Tremor is surrounded by 3. Nobody is doing anything about Kevin. Like, he just lives there, picking away at Tremor. ETC is here now too. Red Robot gonna get stunned and stunned again, but no kill pickups yet. Greymane not really able to go in, and the solo burst damage without the cursed bullet isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot for Chili Mountain, who end up also giving over this second tribute of the game. They're just having a really rough early game here, waiting for something to happen. We're going to get the stun and the Li Ming combo out onto Red Robot, so they will take a little bit of damage, but Tremor also looking a little bit worse for wear, is finally going to go ahead and back off there. Boss time is nigh as 5 minutes enter into the game. Red Robot surrounded by 3 members. Li Ming finally coming back, and everyone is just posturing now. Posturing so that we might take a look at some of these talents.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
This objective will need to be contested, and as such, boss is going to be forgotten.
For the Lich King.
Dahaka is just going to go ahead and push down here. We are having a Tremor engage onto Red Robot, but that's an ETC. We're 8-10 now, which means poor Chili Mountain is most likely going to have to eat this curse unless they want to contest without objective. And seeing as it's up in 6 seconds and they've only just hit level 9, it looks like they are going to forsake taking the curse in order to try and soak those ultimate heroic abilities. As such, everything looking fairly standard. We've got Rainer's Raider actually coming out instead of the Hyperion we typically see from Rainer. Malthael taking that Touch of Death at level 25. Reduce the healing received by heroes affected by Reapers marked by 50%. Sylvanas up here in the top may find herself in a heck of a lot of trouble. Cookie Man definitely donating some life to Chili Mountain, keeping him in this game here. Moshpit comes out, immediately interrupted by the Wave of Force, by Infrared. Really well done. However, that is going to be the Pinball Wizard from ETC securing the souls of Tremor there. And Roger, can they get out? Mace and Blaze stuck. They're not Decker Kane, unfortunately. They're not made of health or healing, and as such, that is going to be two members going over to Team Exodia. Nasmus getting flipped over the wall, and usually that's a Diablo's wet dream, but unfortunately with the curse going, Nasmus is just going to walk away and actually bring Tremor with him. They get stunned by the boss that was also picked up, and right now Exodia is looking pretty solid. Hot, it's going to get hit by that last rites, but they have just a little bit too much health. DNRS maybe overestimating what was happening with the health. And as such, everyone gets away. And with the first curse of the game, we are going to see the triple fort play. And not the keep, but very, very close. 7 minutes in, and Team Exodia are just absolutely dominating this early game. They're going to look to grab their bruisers now. Meanwhile, Chili Mountain really just trying to pick up the pieces here. They're kind of good. Yeah, just a little bit. They got this, you know. I'm hoping for game number 5. I'm not caster biased, but, like, you know, that's what we're all hoping for. We like these Heroes of the Storm games. We're going to see another invade coming out, but this time Chili Mountain is just a little bit quicker here. So, no fight contested there. Looking out. Interesting pick from Li Ming. We are having that Calamity, Blink build with the Teleport, the Aether Walker at 1, the Dominant, and then the Calamity coming out. Of course, Wave of Force. So, not a build I'm quite familiar with, which makes me excited for what's going to happen. Immediate, perfect combo executed by Chili Mountain. Red Robot probably wondering what the heck happened there, because there was a Diablo flip to Ronda stun, Greymane, Li Ming, and then there's the ding of the orb reset. You love to see it. It's everything you've ever wanted as a player. I don't know if mine have ever been necessarily that clean, but I'm also not a grandmaster, so there's that. Really well executed, great communication by Chili Mountain. In the meanwhile, though, Black Arrows is going to secure this keep. Rainer's Raider gonna secure the keep. Infrared looking to see if they can't maybe find somebody who has overstayed their welcome, and so far, nothing. We're going to throw out the Deckard combo to make sure Diablo isn't able to follow. Tribute is going to be picked up here by Red Robot unless the Owl... Owl misses! Roger is on the way, though. Going to look to grab it. They drop the Curse Bullet. Diablo getting hit by that penetrating round. Greymane is here, and now we can officially have a 13-15, same talent tier Tribute invade. It looks like Team Exodia isn't trying to go too hard on this because they know it doesn't matter if Chili Mountain were to pick up this very first tribute. Stay While Listen comes out. Diablo is going to go down. That is going to be Li Ming next. Greymane trying to get the ping out, but Sleep is still on Tyrande. Last Rites coming out, hitting nobody. Malthael going to fall here. Tyrande running away. Mace and Blaze trying to escape. They're going to 1v1 Cookie Man. Can they do it? In the meantime, Roger is going to go down. Mason Blaze getting the autos, but here comes Hot, disrespecting the 1v1. That's going to be a 5-man team wipe. We'll see what Exodia is going to do with that. I heard a welcome mat back, but I didn't see anybody leave. Oh, Infrared did leave the game. They came back, so a little bit of a rough time there. You always hate to see it. Black Arrow's going to come out. This is going to be the keep going down and the back out from Team Exodia. And poor Chili Mountain having to deal with these plays with a player who's struggling with the internet. Not their fault. Obviously not the best showing of Chili Mountain, and still, it's absolutely fantastic. Like, one player is playing with 1,000 ping, and they're still able to put out such an amazing game. Uh-oh, that minion got wrecked. Tongue comes out from Nasmus, does not connect onto Tremor. Tribute is available, and we'll see if there is going to be contention here. It is, and it's going to be the stun onto Red Robot. Stay While Listen comes out. Tremor taking a little bit of damage there, opting for the Lightning Breath. I didn't even notice the change here. They're going to take a little bit of damage, have to back away. Is going to go down, but not without trading Deckard. Nice stun, unable to connect out to anybody with the ETC, or excuse me, the Rainer there, however. But 2 for 1. Tremor saying, hey, I'll take it. And this tribute is going to go over to Chili Mountain, who are down, but definitely not out. Roger better be careful, though. They're in human mode. A beautiful 2-man stun. Infrared is on top of it. That is going to be Rainer, who overstayed a little bit there, chasing the kills. Cookie Man is little. They're little and slow. It is going to be a 4 for 1. Chili Mountain with an amazing comeback here. They've got 16, and they're absolutely unstoppable. Diablo saying, you know what, like, that's cool. I needed to clear out the base anyway, so thanks for the free trip. Didn't even have to hearth. And now Diablo is back. The Haka is back. Deckard is back. Boss has been started. Diablo isn't there. This is a 3v4, but still tough here for Chili Mountain. Red Robot taking quite a bit of damage from Xenaris. Stay While and Listen is good. Greymane getting swapped onto the boss. ETC going down to the last rites. That's the target you like to find. Nasmus so very low, and it looks like they might just have to head home with their tails between their legs. Boss was reset, though. It was so close. So very close for Chili Mountain to pick it up, and as such, they're going to have to give up the tribute, give up the boss, and head home to clean, because Diablo, he's a lot of things, but he's not a wave clear hero. And with having those two keeps gone, this is a lot of pressure. Boss has been started by the members of Team Exodia. They are going to finish it with all 5 members alive. And while Boss can't be picked up, but Chili Mountain looking to see if maybe they can't get some kills here. Ping's coming out. Hey, please check the bush. I don't want to die. I'm just a Greymane. But they don't find Exodia, so now they're just going to try and see if anybody comes to follow the boss. Nobody is, so they're going to try and just clear it out in lane before it heads to the core. Tribute is spawning down here in the bottom lane. Double boss play coming out from Exodia. Diablo looking to come down. Malthael looking to come down. Are they going to be able to hold 1v5 before the team gets there? Greymane hasn't even left yet. They know that half-health boss on the court is going to be quite a lot of damage. ETC gets the mosh onto Tremor. Out comes the ping. Unstoppable, though, from the medallion. Tremor is still 3 ultimates to kill him with the Sylvanas black arrows and the Stay While and Listen. Xenaris jumping back into the team, immediately slid and dies. That's going to be the 2 for nothing. Going over to the members of Team Exodia, and Trevor already calling the GG. The team still has the chance to defend. They're looking to try and save it here. Mason Blaze running away, trying to divert the team, seeing if they can't get the stun. They do go down. It was a good distraction play, but in the end, not going to be enough. The GG has been called by them as well. GGs are being called. Sorry for the DC. And an amazing, quick 14-minute game. That is going to be game number 4 and the series going over to Team Exodia. Well done. All right, take a look at this game here. Rough game for Tremor. Lots of burst and CC to lock him down and finish off the job here, we can see. Really well played by Team Exodia. Close in damage too, 32 to 39k. Just a couple of percent to make the difference. Thought there was going to be a comeback there in the end with Chili Mountain playing out of their mind. But unfortunately for them, Team Exodia just really on point this week. Had some really, really solid comms, really clean games. Take a look at these talents. Only made it to level 16. Save Deckard, who actually looks like 20, was picked up there at the end for Team Exodia. Deckard opting for that perfect gems. Get the reduction of the gems to 15 seconds. Probably the probably the pick now with the Ruby changes. I'm gonna whisper Exodia, see if they want to do an interview. So that would be. Let me double check and see who the captain is of Exodia. Cookie Man. See if we can't get an interview then. Here in just a minute. Yeah, alright. Let me make sure that there's a lobby available. I'll just say lobby 1. Alright, we're gonna be joined here in a moment. Alright, there he is! Hello, we are here with Cookie Man. How you doing, friend?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Congratulations on your victory.
Thanks so much.
So, jumping just straight into it. Game number 1, that was a little bit rough for you guys. What happened?
We really need warm-up games, and we also our team is really good at playing with what the opposing team has given us. So like we kind of get used to their play style a little more. We just kind of need to get into the rhythm of the match and kind of figure out what they want to play, what their style.
Right. So you guys just had to rev up a little bit in that game number 1.
Right.
Right. Okay. And then it definitely showed game number 2 that was a really, really dominant Towers of Doom game. So a little bit about that one. Is that a comp that you guys want to run regularly? Was it just like you said, you're looking to see what they play and picking around it?
Yeah, that comp was definitely spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just picking with what they were giving us, so like we would see their picks and then we'd counter pick, picking,
Right.
just kind of seeing how it plays out. And we knew we'd handle that map a little bit better.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about it in the chat. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because they kind of play out similar, the 2 maps. And then from there, you guys just really seem to carry the momentum. Game number 3. I have to ask, was the Insta Gray main, was that to pick away from Roger? Or is it just because he's so strong on the map?
We noticed that they were picking a lot of Lucio and Gray main, so they're really aggro. And so we wanted to swap the roles and have us be aggressive, so we were taking...
Yeah, it was really, really well done by you guys. And then game number 4, the final one, that was the cleanest Cursed Hollow I've ever seen. Just really, really well done. On that, I mean, I don't really have any questions about that one because, like, you guys were on point. So, moving away from there, I just wanted to congratulate you a little bit on that. How are you guys feeling about the medallions?
They're definitely interesting. It changes up the game a lot more than I think people probably give them credit for.
Right.
We were definitely calling out like who has medallion up, see who has cleanse, or like what targets are weaker for us to CC. So it's definitely changed the game a lot.
Right. Yeah, and so just on that, like, do you think this is healthy for the game? Do you think it's something that allows players to shine, or do you think it's something that needs to go away, kind of like the weather?
It's it's definitely no weather. I like them, but I think it's kind of like a band-aid to an issue that should be fixed, which is just like I think more support or just more heroes in general should just have unstoppables in their kit or unstoppables in talents so they can pick.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they're kind of just trying it out to see how it goes, and I'm glad too because I think it's fun. So yeah.
All right, very nice. Well, that's all I had for you. So now the floor is yours, my dear. Any shout outs, any call outs within reason you would like to give, definitely let us hear it.
Yeah, shout out to NGS for this tournament. This is so much fun. We always love playing these games. Shout out to you for streaming it. Gotta love good commentators.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to my team. You guys are great. Shout out to the HOTS community. Love you guys.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cookie Man. Have a wonderful evening and go celebrate your win. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. If you guys like what you see, please, 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 number one, support NGS. They're doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Everybody who works there is a volunteer, and so like even if you can't support monetarily, like at Wedge, just say, hey Wedge, you're doing a great job. You're you're putting this whole tournament together, and people like Jinty drive you insane because they have to swap every other week. Like thank them. Thank Key for all their hard work. Thank Murda for the amazing graphics. Murda and Covey. Just thank your volunteers. Support NGS. Like even if you just like have to like tweet out like, yo, NGS is super sick nasty. You should follow it. Like. You guys have that at least, I know that. So support NGS, please. And then, if you like my casting, please feel free to stop by anytime. You've already been so kind to me. I'm not gonna ask for any more, but like just stop by and say like, hey Jinxie, nice to see you. I hope you have a good stream. You can find me over at twitch.tv/JinxieCat, !casters in chat if you just want to click the link. Big congrats to the teams. If you see them around, like just say like, hey, like you guys played well, even if you lost. Like Chili Mountain, absolutely don't feel like you did poorly. You guys played a really, really good game, and you should be really proud of yourselves. So I always like to say that. That's gonna do it for me, guys. I'll probably have the staff raid you over, so don't go anywhere. I'm gonna start putting the stream to bed. Have a good night. Thank you so much. I love you. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Have a great night. Bye, guys.